So M6, okay, standard. Yeah, standard. You can only do it one way. Group 1 left, group 2 right, facing in. This is facing in here. Pairs. I've seen some groups do like the melee over here and over here, but I don't think it really matters because you can't hit the boss anyway, and you should be able to gap close from here. Sticky. Yeah, you cut the arena like this, right? So basically, if it's any side over here, the tank one goes over here. Any side, yeah, okay. Or you cut it. I guess you cut it like north, south too, or whatever. Okay, so this should be really easy. You just keep it north the whole time. Yeah, okay, so you just keep it north the whole time. Yeah, okay. Tank goes southwest, DPS goes southeast. Why does the tank go southwest and the healer go southeast, or the DPS go southeast? Yeah, this defam position seems really bad. Like, why would you ever do this? There's no reason to. You could just put the tank here and the tank here and the other guy here. You just keep the boss here, and then after the last cactus, you just drag it middle. That way the tank gets to, like, you know, hit a GCD and then run up here, and so does the DPS. That's what PF does? Okay, yeah. Yeah, because running all the way down here it's completely unnecessary because the boss jumps back to the middle anyway, and you need to be in the center for the sticky moose and shit. So there's no reason to leave the boss here. So after the last cactus, you just start dragging it. You just start dragging it right here. Or as the last cactus is like going off. That way you could put the defamation, like the tank defamation right here, the other defamation over here. Yeah, so you shouldn't do this. You just put the defamations north. Okay. Sticky moose, same thing. Yeah, you just go opposite of cactus. Okay, so in this, the healer 1 always goes to the left of the safe spot, I would imagine, clockwise from cactus. Okay, same thing, just looking at it from the cactus instead of right here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Looking at the safe spot could be a debate. Yeah. So just do a cactus relative, because that's actually what I do. You know, as a tank, whenever I drag it here, if I don't see a cactus south, I run south, then I turn my camera to 1, and if I see a cactus, I go here, but if I don't, I go here. That's how I do the mechanic. It might be an extra step, but I don't want to pan my camera. Okay, and this is, I mean, you can only do this one way too, right? Okay, so all of this is pretty standard. You just put the melee next to the boss, and that's it. All right, so let's look at ads. There's Latte, Hector Toxic, Yukizuri. What is cleave maxing? Let's take a look at cleave maxing. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, this strategy is already bad. It's already bad because of this right here. I'm going to start off by saying that if you do not bring a warrior to this turn for this, you are griefing, bro. You are absolutely fucking griefing. If you are a Dark Knight in this turn, you should feel ashamed. You should feel ashamed because the amount of resources that your healers are just dumping into you over and over. Oh God, he's getting hit by the Yan. He's being fucked up. Somebody kill the Yan. That's what your healers are talking about. Let me ask you guys a question. How many people in chat have healed a Dark Knight and healed a warrior? Because for those of you that don't know, bro, my healing on warrior is like higher than the healers. Did you know there are certain times of the fight where every GCD that I do heals like 500,000 points of life? Do you know that? So like, nah, all jokes aside, man, if you're trying to clear this fight, I would recommend Warrior Paladin. And I would recommend putting Warrior on the ads, on the non-Yan, and put the Paladin on the Yan. And the reason why I would recommend doing that is because Warrior's healing during that phase is absolutely insane. It is ridiculous. And Paladin can use their rec combo to cleave the ads during parts where you can't melee attack the ads. So that would be my recommendation. But can you do this with other tanks? Absolutely. Let's go to the strat, actually. So cleave maxing. Hold 2-minute pot until second blobs appear. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so they have a DPS pick this up. Oh, I think we do this too, actually. But we have our range player. Is there a particular reason why the black mage is picking up this mana versus the dancer? Is it purely for damage? Fan dance AoE. Okay, dancer can't reach shit. Okay, right. Okay. Yeah, I don't play dancer, so I was just wondering. If you need more than 2 stuns to kill that fucking thing, I mean, well, you have 3 melee for it, but you're not actually stunning it more than what you would do with low blow, if that makes sense. You're actually wasting a GCD. So like when you shield bash, you're doing an extremely inefficient GCD. I think if you're having to rely on shield bash to kill that thing, you're probably not going to kill it. Probably, but I don't know. That's where it comes down to knowing how to optimize your damage and your cleave. Anyway, so this is normal so far. So actually, Arthur's asked me a question the other day. Arthur's asked me, why as a tank I don't drag the adds from this manta to this manta. And the reason why is because you see these puddles? Every time that I fucking go over here, there's a puddle right here. And I don't want to get hit. So is this what PF is doing? So let me explain why I didn't do it. Because during our prog, we fucking put a puddle here, man. And then when I did reclears, there was also a puddle here as well. The thing is, guys, I know you can be outside. The thing is that I was getting hit by the vuln. That's the problem. But I will start dragging this set over to the manta. But the reason I did do it was because it was either I was too close or the range baited it wrong. Because there were some times where I would come over here and there would be a fucking puddle right underneath the manta. Okay. So this is all standard. What in the fuck is this? Okay, the Jabberwock. Oh, this is the cat. Okay, so the Jabberwock here. Jabberwock must die. Off tank, ram, Yan, north. Okay, all of this is standard. You just go 2 to 1 to D. Kill the Jabberwock. All this seems standard. Okay, now hit the cat. 1 cat, 2 squirrels. So then the tank goes from north to southwest. So the dancer is going to pick up this manta and go like this. The black mage is going to start here, pick up this manta. So the dancer in this case just gets fucked for AoE. Would it really not be better to swap these two? Oh, okay. Right. Okay. The dancer can't actually do their shit here anyway. Okay, so I guess the dancer is just attacking a Yan here? Sorry, I don't play ranged in this fight, so that's why I have so many questions. This manta has to die. Then the cat. Then this manta. You know what's really annoying here is when this tank will not move south so that the squirrel tank can't go to the manta. You guys know what I'm talking about? Because sometimes the tank will just stand here. Oh, yeah, like this. Okay. Oh, wait. No. The Jabber's up here. Yeah, the Jabberwock first. Okay, right. Jabberwock. Yeah, so you kill all this shit. And then you come down here to kill the manta, right? Yeah, come down here, kill the manta. In this strategy, wouldn't it be better for the tank to attack the manta the whole time? Wouldn't it be better if the ranged put the puddle here and the tank moved down here? I feel like getting this tank away from the manta is better. Okay, so basically this manta is not dead. It's not even close to being dead by the time I come over to it. So what I think should happen, instead of going down here, this dancer should actually come up here. I put the puddle here. Then that would free up this tank to go down here in this corner. And then the whole party that's over here, they can move on top of this. Oh, that's the Yuki way? Okay. I feel like putting the puddle down here, I don't think it's as good. Because you have all of this used space up here, that's this space up here that you can use, but it's not being used. Whereas you need this space down here, but it's being used. Okay, so this is cleave maxing. Okay, so you guys said Yuki adds? Okay, right here. Okay, let's see. Take squirrels to south, then do Jabber spawn west. First stun on Jabber. Once Jabber is dead, kill remaining squirrels. Pick up the new squirrels, take them to Jabber. Okay, so that's north. Prioritize Jabber. Stack and kill southeast manta. Okay, so yeah, so it's this manta. Okay, so the Jabber... Okay, here we are. So Jabber is up here. You kill this. Now it says kill southeast manta. Okay, so this is southeast manta. Now stack and kill southwest manta and cat in either order. Okay, yeah. I like this. So you would come down here, kill this manta. This tank would actually go down here, and then the whole group would go here to here. Because by the time you get to this manta, a lot of times it's not even half dead. And I know they're trying to cleave, they're trying to be efficient, and you don't have to kill this manta right away. So you can afford to cleave here. You could leave the mana up for a little bit. But this tank, once this manta dies, this tank needs to be able to fuck off. So for this one right here, this puddle should be up here. And this next puddle should be like up here. And this guy should be all the way down here. with both of these. And the whole group should be on this manta right here. That's how you should do it, at least in my opinion. All these squirrels, everybody. It's a clusterfuck. So this is Yuki. So I'm a fan of doing it this way. Hopefully people will do this. I've done this a little bit in the party finder, and I hate not being able to drag the manta over here because the Yan will like fucking enrage. A lot of PF do Yuki still. Okay. I think this is the best for ads. And then this is like self-explanatory, right? Like you just dodge this shit. It's whatever. Let's look at the last phase in 6. Let's look at bridges. I do have one thing that I want to say about bridges that I think that people should do, but they don't do, unfortunately. All of this spread is fine. This spread here is fine. You can only fit so many people here. Somebody's got to fuck off, right? For this part, even I fuck off sometimes. You just leave one melee here. I mean, like realistically, depending on the pattern, there can only be like one. Sometimes you get lucky where this square is free, right? And you can have a melee right here and a fucking tank right here. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might even be able to fit another melee like down here, man. I don't know. Probably you could probably do some weird uptime shit. Not sure. Probably not. I don't know. But anyway, this is pretty standard. And then fire is like in the middle. You can honestly 5-3 this, by the way. You don't have to 4-4 this if you don't want to. You can over mitigate. Is it better to 4-4 in PF? Probably. But yeah, you don't need to. You can like 5-3 this shit. Okay, so stack up. Okay, I want to talk about this for a second. I think you should not base this on the cloud. So like the way this strat works is you look at the cloud, the supports go left of the cloud, the DPS go right of the cloud. How I think that you should do it. I think that you should always have the supports go far and the DPS stay. So what I mean is, so you see how the cloud is here? The tank or the support should be where the cloud is. And let me explain why. There's no reason, basically for positioning. So if the tank gets targeted, let's say this was a tank. The boss is like here. Now, why is this important? This is important because if the storm cloud was the other way, okay, yes, I know you can tank swap, but what I'm saying is that there's no advantage to add an extra step when it's just way more natural. Like, what if the other tank forgets to fucking voke? Or what if they voke without their stance? Like, basically, you're adding a step when you don't need to. What I'm saying is like, let's say, for instance, so you see how the cloud is here? Now, the cloud is going to move south. Okay, now having the support here is stupid. And the reason why I think it's stupid is because you have to move from this bridge here to this bridge here. So let's do the movement real fast. You notice this cloud is going down here. All right, so as the tank, you pull the boss like this and you just stay here. Whereas if you don't do it this way, you have to do one of two things. You have to, one, go like this and then backtrack to the bridge, or two, you have to do this and then the other tank has to voke. Now, can you do that? Absolutely. But again, that's not the point that you can do something. The point is, why would you do it? Another thing is this. Let's say there's a caster here. Wouldn't it be better to just leave the caster here and just have the support go right here? Wouldn't that be better? Okay, can the MT run through the cloud? It's moving and make it to the safe spot. Yes, but look what happens. You go this way. Now you're here and the boss is here. Guys, man, this is why you guys struggle to clear in Party Finder. Some of you guys' mentality is just wrong. Instead of like taking the strat and looking at it, you're trying to find out what's wrong with the strat, as opposed to seeing what the benefits are. So like your mentality is a bit shifted. The first thing you look at, like the things that I suggest are, oh, what's wrong with it? When you should look at what is the advantage to it. So the advantage to having these supports always on where the cloud is that you never have to do a tank swap. You never have to do some weird fucky movement where you move on to this, then you go back to the platform. Now, can you do it this way? Absolutely. But is there a reason to? Is there an advantage to doing it cloud relative? No, there's not, like at all. Like, and if you have to choose between your caster getting fucked or the healer getting fucked, you're going to choose the healer. Sorry, healers adjust. Does this strat work? Yes, but I think that instead of doing support left of the cloud and DPS right, I think that you should do it like this. I think that wherever the cloud goes, that is where the support goes. So this guy would actually be right here. This DPS doesn't even have to fucking move. The boss is like this. Even if this tank vokes, somebody's getting fucked. You know what I mean? Now, ideally, the melee doesn't get fucked. Don't get me wrong. But somebody's going to get fucked. You know what I'm saying? That's just bad RNG. So ideally, you want the healer to get it at the same time as the melee. But yeah, so I think that in more times, it would be more beneficial for the tank to just go on the platform that the cloud was on. That's what I think. Okay, and then after all that garbage, you do a stack. Okay, stack. I mean, all this is pretty standard, right? Okay, and then yeah, you do this. That's the same. Yeah, grab the tower. Okay, this is what I really like. I really like this. Now, I've seen a strat where you put like the MT here, the OT here, like a melee like right here and right here, but I don't like that strat. I like this one. I like putting all the melee together, and I like putting all the range together. You see tanks pulling more towards the river, so range can have more uptime. You really lose uptime right here? Oh, you can? Oh. Really? From right here? Damn, that's crazy. What if the boss can't really be that much closer? In the people that I've partied with, they've never lost uptime. Yeah, I was about to say, guys, like, I think if you're losing uptime here, I think you're bad. In my 2 statics, I've never heard a single range player complain that they lose uptime. Never. But I don't know. No, trust me, they would complain about it. But okay, weird. Well, I mean, there's not much the melee can do here, so I guess bait better. I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. But anyway, the towers here, I really like this because it's set every time. Just put all the melee together, so then that way when they get knocked this way, because the other strat that I saw was you actually put the tank here and like a healer here or some shit, and then you put like a melee like over here. I don't know. It was fucking weird. I did it once at PF and was like, I don't know about this. But I like this better because basically that just means that like all the range can get knocked in this area here, regardless of where they are. So like these guys, they just get knocked here. These guys, they just get knocked like right here, right? And then the tanks and melee, they start here and just get knocked over here and they're in the tower. So I really like this one. But I mean, let's be honest, man. PF usually fucks this up anyway. So the strat for this is tank LB3. Let's not kid ourselves here. And this is standard. You just have the melee go to these towers, right? I imagine this is going to be main tank, M1, M2. Huh. Wouldn't it be better like that? I mean, I guess it might not matter. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so the reason why I suggest it is because like in the party finder, you're probably going to have like a tank that's going to forget to bait the lightning and they're going to be right here, but then they're going to panic and run all the way here. So it's going to pull the boss out of here. Whereas if you were to shift these positions, right, it would be impossible to do that because even if they baited close and they were all the way right here, the boss's hitbox would be right here. But it's one of those things where it probably won't matter, so who fucking cares? And this might be visually easier for people to, I guess, understand. Yeah, it's whatever. Whatever, dude. I'm taking this fight. I don't give a shit. I'm taking this fight. I get full uptime. I don't give a fuck. You know, it's whatever. I don't care. Okay. So, that's pretty much it, right? You can only, in the last phase is like what? An AoE, sticky, and then it's like the fight's over, right? Well, I guess that's a good point. Melee close is nicer for heals. No. That's a good point. I imagine healing that part is like pretty annoying. So this positioning is probably better. Yeah, this positioning is probably better for overall. But I mean, like I said, man, this is a tank LB3 angle almost every time. It's whatever. It's whatever. But yeah, this is probably for the best. Okay, well, that's 6.